Good morning, Isaac and JT. This is the Wedgwood Academic Center. So I was thinking about, talking about how I'm kind of worried about the culture of school or different things, or maybe talk about how things are going to be different next year, and all this looking ahead got me looking back on how I met you guys. And so I figured maybe today I'll talk about how my experiences were when I first met you. Naturally, I'll start with JT because I've known you longer. JT, we met at Governor School, as we all know, and you were a person then, a different person. You, along with nearly everyone else there, I was like, I'm never going to see these people again, so I'm not going to get all that invested in them, and I'm going to spend my 5 weeks here and be done. You're one of those strange people who rapped, who I wasn't going to forget, but wasn't particularly interested in continuing communication with, and so that happened. And so my life went on, and then I come here, and I believe you'd reached out to me at some point and said hello, and it's like, oh no, it's JT. He was that one guy. It's good to know he's here, but I want to do my own thing and stuff. And so as a freshman, I went and was doing my own stuff. When I heard you had been doing amazing things, like, whoa, who is this guy? Like, he wasn't anything like this before. And for those who don't know the legend of John Thomas Faircloth, I hope that someday he will tell it to you. I was trying to filtering out friend groups and all, and I remember toward the end of our freshman year, there was one particular night between Hale and Pembroke. You, Vicky, and myself had a long and deep conversation, and I remember at that point thinking, like, man, JT isn't exactly who I thought he was. And so the rest of the year went by, and toward the end of that year, I remember meeting your roommate Isaac, and I met him. He's this big buff guy. It's like, what a strange guy. And Isaac, you didn't really seem that interesting as far as I can remember. You were just some guy, like just another college guy that I was going to meet and forget at some point. At least that's how I remember the moment. I don't remember thinking anything particularly exciting was going to happen between us. So the summer went and happened, and I come back, and we're all in Kennedy. All these people in Kennedy, we're all sophomores, and it's all really exciting. And I decided I was kind of looking for sort of a new friend group and all, and I forget how exactly JT and I really started getting together. I just kind of remember that JT and I were kind of clicked that one night or something, and we kind of had a lot of similar interests, and so I knew I was wanting to try and start hanging out with him more. And I do remember one particular time I went up to your room, and JT wasn't there, but you were there, Isaac, and I was like, oh, do you mind if I hang out with you and stuff? And so we hung out, became buds, and I decided between you and I, Isaac, that in order for us to kind of build something, we should do something really exciting, and that was to play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time Master Quest. And that took all year. We built a pretty good friendship on that. And so the three of us know the rest. I will say, as far as JT and I guess I don't remember any particular event that brought us together. I know we enjoyed playing Halo and Smash Bros and some other things, and I really think that just being in Kennedy and being a part of a lot of similar events helped bring us together. I remember cleaning your toilet at the end of winter break in exchange for full rights to your room. In the end, I guess that really just kind of goes to show that you really can't be very good friends with people unless you make an effort to try and get to know them better and try to hang out. So as for us and We Are Pancake, I could not have ever imagined that something like this would happen when I first met you two. I am really excited for what's to come, as this is the beginning of the end of our time at Belmont, but hopefully the beginning of a lifetime of syrup. Isaac, I will see you on Wednesday.